decides he'd like to get one as well. After reading some reviews and talking about different drone models with his friends, Josh jumps online and purchases his new drone. Before he knows it, the drone is delivered at his doorstep, and after attaching the propellers and charging the battery, Josh thinks he is ready for his first flight. He hops in his car and begins driving toward what he believes will be a great place to test out his drone. It's a nice open field just 10 minutes from his house. But hold on now, Josh. That field is only 3 miles from an airport. To ensure safe drone flying, the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, has issued important guidelines that drone flyers must follow to keep themselves and everyone around them safe. At the top of the list, do not fly within 5 miles of an airport. Flying too close to an airport can cause serious problems, including interrupted flight patterns and delaying landings. Josh wisens up and decides instead to drive to a great spot up the mountains. He parks the car and hikes to a nice open meadow where he's finally ready to unload his gear and power up his drone. He can't help but break out in a big smile as he engages the throttle and the propellers begin to buzz. Seconds later, the drone is airborne. After several minutes of flight, Josh is having a grand time when he looks up at the sky and wonders just how high his drone can go. Wait a minute, Josh. The second important FAA guideline you need to know is that you must keep your drone flying below 400 feet. Above 400 feet, you may start interfering with restricted airspaces. Josh stops his drone's ascent and instead puts it in a hover. He watches the amazing footage the drone is shooting as it streams onto his smartphone. His friends were right. This is unreal. He surveys the nearby mountains, wondering where he might get an amazing shot that would really impress his friends. He remembers that just on the other side of that nearby crest there is a beautiful view of the lake, so he sends his drone zipping that way. Not so fast, Josh. The third guideline you need to remember is that you must keep your drone in your line of sight. This will protect both your drone and others in the area. Josh directs his drone to land again, and picking it up, he treks over to get his footage of the lake. He uploads it to his social media accounts where his friends immediately start commenting on it. Remembering those 3 important guidelines for drone pilots certainly made Josh's day of flying an awesome adventure. Remember, have a great time flying your drone and keep yourself and others safe by following the FAA guidelines. Happy flying!